Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy JayzorPlays here. Welcome back to my channel. Now today we are going to be continuing, if you guys remember, I posted a video called my favorite Pokemon of every type, which you can see right here. And I want to continue that since I haven't covered all 16 types. So the rules will be no legendaries, and then the same rules carry over from that video, but if just in case you haven't seen that video, no legendaries. And if a Pokemon has a dual stat, let's take an example. Let's say Golbat. Okay, Golbat is poison and flying, as you can see here. So let's say in this video, let's say I'm gonna say poison. So I'm gonna say Golbat is my favorite poison type and ignore the flying type. I'm just gonna think that it's just a poison type. I'm just gonna choose one of their types and then present it as that's its only type. I hope that makes sense. And yeah, no legendaries, and I'm only gonna be talking about the design, or if the Pokemon has a specific bond towards me. I'm not gonna worry about base stat totals or how strong or how fast the Pokemon is. Abilities can be in whether it's useful or not, but that's kind of situational if I want to talk about it. So yeah, let's get into this video. Let's start off with Steel. Alright guys, now we are here at the Steel type, and I'm only going to be covering 6 types in this video since the other 10 I did it in the previous video, so I suggest you go check it out. And yeah, my favorite Steel type Pokemon, I've narrowed it down to Aegislash and Metagross. Now both of these Pokemon are very sentimental to me, I guess, because Metagross was one of my favorite Steel types when it came out, and Aegislash was almost even better than Metagross, because I've seen the anime when Pikachu, I think some things like jumps onto some rocks and then defeats an Aegislash, and I just thought Aegislash is such a cool Pokemon since it's literally a sword and a shield. But I think I'm gonna have to give the spot to the Steel and Psychic type Metagross. Now, I chose Metagross for a few reasons. Number one, I mean, look at it. Its design is actually very nice. I really like Metagross' design. I don't know what it is. The giant cross on his face, I don't know, makes it look more intimidating than it should be. Like, it looks like a giant, it's just a giant cross on his face like this, and then his eyes are like that. It's just that. There's no like claws. I mean, he does have kind of claws on his little legs, but I think the little X makes him more intimidating, and he's literally a 4-legged beast. I mean, take a look at him. Like, it's amazing. And his Mega Evolution, as you can see right here, I actually like this Mega Evolution. I don't know why. I think it just learned how to fly, to be honest. It just learned how to fly, and basically just learned how to fly and learned how to put his legs and hands up. But I don't know. I actually kind of like this Pokemon. Now the Shiny, I also can talk about Shinies. Forgot to mention that. Anyway, the Shiny, as you can see right here, this Shiny is from Generation 5. Yeah, I think Generation 5, when they're still on like 2D sprites. So as you can see, it's like black and gold, which I really like. But when they moved to 3D models in Gen 6, I think, Gen 6, Gen 7, Gen 8, it became silver?
Wait a minute, what the hell?
It became silver? In my opinion, I prefer the black and the gold version. I don't know why. I just think black and gold is such a good combination. But I can still appreciate the silver and the gold. But I think that the black and gold is better. And its ability is actually very good. If you don't know, Metagross has ability Clear Body. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be talking about hidden abilities, just their standard abilities. So Clear Body, as you can see right here, somewhere around here, I think it like it prevents the user, no, it prevents the Pokemon that's attacking you to lower your stats. So imagine I had a Metagross, and then I'm up against like a Pidgey or something, and the Pidgey used like sand attack. So clear body will activate, saying like, oh, I have clear body, you can't lower my stats. And that's a very, very nice ability. And that's not even the reason why I like Metagross. I just like Metagross because I just love the Pokemon in general. Like, even though I have never used it, I just feel like, even though I haven't used it, I just have like a bond with it. So that's the reason why I like Metagross. So let's move on to Psychic. Alright guys, now we are at the Psychic type. And as you can see, it's a new day. It's a new day. And yeah, I know I'm still wearing the same shirt, but though I didn't even sweat that much. So anyway, my favorite Psychic type Pokemon, I've narrowed it down to Alakazam. And who's the other one? Oh, and Gallade. Almost forgot. Alakazam versus Gallade. So you might be thinking, oh, it's pretty obvious who you're gonna choose. It's gonna be Gallade. Well, mister, you're gonna be very, very wrong there. Very, very wrong. Because my favorite Psychic type, probably of all time, is going to be the pure Psychic type, Mr. Alakazam over here. Now, I chose Alakazam because he was the first ever Psychic type I've ever used. I caught an Abra, and then when I realized Abra only knew Teleport, yes, only Teleport, I was considering releasing it. But I decided to maybe give it a chance since I've leveled up that Magikarp that you get for 500 Pokédollars in Pokemon Fire Red. So I'm kind of used to this. So I decided, why not? So then I leveled it up until level, I think level 16 is when Abra evolves. I'm not sure. I'll probably put some text here to correct myself. Anyway, so yeah, I evolved it into Kadabra and kept on leveling it up. And eventually it learned some moves like Confusion and some other moves that I've probably forgotten about. And then eventually I was wondering, how do I evolve it now? So I decided, why not keep training it? You know, maybe it's the same like a normal starter, level 36, that's when it evolves. Ooh, I was completely wrong. So I leveled it up to level 45? Level 45? Yeah. And I was very pissed to find out that it was a trade evolution. Oh my god. When I first started Pokemon, I wish I would have Googled. Okay, I wish I would have Googled when do these Pokemon evolve? Do I need to trade them? I don't know why I decided. Let me surprise myself. I wish I Googled more. So yeah, eventually I did trade Evolution it. I don't know if it has to hold an item. If it does, again, I'll correct myself with text. Anyway, so then it was worth it. It was definitely worth it because back then I think Alakazam can learn like Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch, all the elemental punches, and its ability Synchronize, if I'm remembering correctly. Synchronize, I know it's probably here. Synchronize, basically, like, if you poison me, I will give you the same status effect. So we're synchronized, you know. I give you this, like, you poison me, and I basically give it back to you. But I still have the poison, so we both have poison. And I think its second ability, Inner Focus, is not that big of it. It's not that game changing. It just prevents flinching. So that's just the meh ability. But Alakazam I love because I remember using him so many times. He's such a quick Pokemon, and he's a very good answer to many types of Pokemon that my team might be weak against, since he can learn all 3 elemental punches. Well, nowadays he can't, but I still love Alakazam. It's shiny. I don't like the little pink. I don't know, I feel like Alakazam would benefit more if maybe his yellow skin color would be changed into like I don't know, maybe like a red and blue design, maybe, I don't know. But Mega Alakazam, I really do not like. I mean, look at the thing. I don't like the beard and the spoons are fine. The spoons are fine, but the beard and then like it just looks old. It like if you measure it to Alakazam looked like he's 30 something, and then Mega, he looks like he's 55. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. But what I do know is I love Alakazam as a Pokemon, hands down, and although I don't like the Mega, I still have to live with it. So yeah, let's move on to Poison. Alright guys, now we are at the Poison type. Now the Poison type, I have narrowed it down to Toxtricity versus Slowbro, Galarian Slowbro. Toxtricity I really like, and I think this is the first ever Pokemon that we're talking about. That has like a dual two forms. Like Toxtricity has his amped form, and he is, if I'm not mistaken, low-key form. I think that's what it's called. In my opinion, I like the amped form more, but I can also appreciate the low-key form. And Galarian Slowbro, at first I was thinking, what on earth is this thing? Looks like the shell on its tail went up to its freaking head, I don't know, and it became a poison type, I don't know. But obviously there can only be one winner, and I am giving that spot to the poison electric type Toxtricity. Now I chose Toxtricity for a few reasons. Number one, it's because I think its design is much more nicer than Galarian Slowbro. It's just that, not that I don't like Galarian Slowbro's design, it's good, but I don't know if it appeals to me per se. Like I can appreciate it for what it is, but I don't really like it that much. But Toxtricity, when I first saw Toxel, I'm like, oh, it's such a cute little poison little baby kind of Pokemon. And then when it evolves into Toxtricity, I'm like, wow, this Pokemon looks like he's like from a rock band, because I think when he evolves, he does the with his stomach, he has like these little things on his stomach, I don't know. And his ability Punk Rock, if I'm not mistaken, I know it's gonna be edited here, but since I can't use the power of editing right now, I think it improves the sound-based moves. Like if you use something like Hyper Voice or something, it improves it, maybe? I'm not sure. It's gonna be somewhere here, but I probably got it wrong. I don't know. And I think it has another ability. Yeah, it has another ability. It's called Plus, and then the low-key form has Minus. It's useless. Like basically, if I'm not mistaken, the Pokemon's special attack increases if the other Pokemon in battle has the Minus ability. In my opinion, that is an awful ability. Just terrible. Like, why would you have another Toxtricity or another Pokemon with a Minus ability just to increase your special attack? You can do so many other things. Like, you can increase your special attack with so many other moves. You can use Calm Mind. That increases your special attack. I know Toxtricity can't learn Calm Mind, but you could just use that. So anyway, yeah, I like Toxtricity because it's the first Galar Pokemon I've ever seen. Well, I don't really count the starters because every single region has starters, right? But it's the first Galar Pokemon that I saw as in like not starter, not legendary. And I genuinely thought it was a very well designed Pokemon. I don't really like the low-key form. I much prefer the amped form, but I can appreciate both of them. And the shiny with the pink, I don't know. I don't think it suits Toxtricity. I don't think they did this one justice because I don't know. I don't think pink suits Toxtricity. I like the purple on its normal form, but the pink I don't really like. This one I genuinely don't know what I can change it into. I guess I gotta appreciate. And the low-key form is the exact same pink. So yeah, I like Toxtricity mostly because of its design. I've used it in like a few battles in Pokemon Showdown, like maybe once or twice. But other than that, I like Toxtricity mostly because of its design, and also Electric and Poison is a very, very good typing actually, but the ground weakness is very bad. But anyway, off topic. I like Toxtricity mostly because of its design. So now let's move on to Rock. Alright guys, now we are at the Rock type section. I think this is the halfway mark for all the types that I'm going to be covering in this video. And the reason why I did this was trying to replicate a rock smashing into the ground. I don't know if I look stupid, but I'll just... Do I look stupid?
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't know, I think I look stupid, but whatever. We move. Anyway, my favorite rock types, I've narrowed it down to Lycanroc, all of its forms. Lycanroc versus Colossal. Now, you might be wondering, well, it's obviously going to be Colossal. I mean, look at him, he is a Colossal. Well, sir, I'm sorry, you are actually wrong, because my favorite rock type is the one and only, the pure rock type, Wolf Lycanroc. Now, I chose Lycanroc is because the first time when the Alola games were, you know, revealing everything, and I saw Rockruff, I thought it was such a cute Pokemon. And usually cute Pokemon evolves into some big, like, just big and strong Pokemon. Like Gible went from Gible. From Gible, it went to Garchomp. Well, obviously there's Gibite, but it went from Gible to its final evolution, Garchomp. I'm like, what? And then I was expecting the same thing. And then when I saw Lycanroc, I'm like, oh, okay, this is like, I think I saw the midday form first, and now I'm like, yeah, okay, this is not what I was expecting, but it's kind of what I was expecting. And then when I realized it had 3 forms, it had Lycanroc midday, Lycanroc midnight, Lycanroc midnight over here, and Lycanroc dusk. So when I saw it had 3 forms, I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm actually wondering, how do you evolve these things? So I found a Rockruff in my Pokemon Brick Bronze in Roblox. I've explained in many Pokemon in my previous video over here. I've explained that they're from that game. So Rockruff is no exception. So Pokemon Brick Bronze, I found a Rockruff, and I was wondering, how on earth do you evolve this thing? How? When? Why? How? I'm asking all these questions. So I wanted the midday form because at the time I thought the midday form was the best one, best looking one. But for right now, I think dusk one, the dusk looks better. But I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I was thinking, how do I evolve it? And then I leveled it up, not too substantial, but I leveled it up to about level, if my memory is correct, level 30, which is still pretty ridiculous because grinding in that game is super difficult. And then I eventually Googled it, and it turns out you have to evolve it in certain times of the day. What? Why? Okay, I get it, it's midday, okay, you gotta evolve it in that time frame. But do you know how annoying that is? I have to make sure that my Rockruff had specific amount of EXP, and then as soon as the time of day hit, I had to level it up. If not, we won't evolve. And it took me about 3 days to get the right amount. 3 days. I really hope from Sword and Shield onwards it never happens again. I don't think Sword and Shield there is no like, oh, you need to evolve them at a specific time, but I really hope from now onwards nothing like that happens. None of this specific time crap. So eventually when I got the midday foam, it was so good, especially the move Accelerock. If you don't know, I'll put it under my big nose over here. Accelerock, I think it has 40 base power, and I think it has priority if I'm not mistaken. And Lycanroc, since it has so many forms, it has quite a bit of ability, so I'll try to get through this quickly. So Tough Claws, if I'm not mistaken, it increases the power of moves that make contact. So Accelerock is a physical type move, so it increases the power by I don't know how much, but Sand Rush, I think it increases Lycanroc Midday's speed while it's in Sandstorm, and I'm thinking, how does that work? He doesn't have like a Sandstorm ability. You could teach him via TM, but who's gonna waste a TM on a move that just puts like a weather effect, right? And then I think Lycanroc Midnight has Vital Spirit, which if I'm not mistaken, increases the power of, I'm actually not sure. I think it increases the power of special attacks. I'm gonna put it here because I've never used Lycanroc Midnight. Although I think it's a cool Pokemon, I rarely use Lycanroc Midnight. I'm gonna put it here. I probably got that wrong, but yeah, he has a lot of abilities, and yeah, I like Lycanroc because I think I have a very good connection with Pokemon that are like dogs or wolves. I don't know, I just find a cute connection with them. Maybe because I like dogs more than freaking cats, I don't know. But all I know is Lycanroc is my favorite Pokemon for the rock type. The shinies are nothing too special. They're just blue and white, which I really like actually. All the Lycanrocs look very nice. Like, as you can see, I'm gonna move so that you can see all three of them. So yeah, that's the reason why I like Lycanroc. It's just that it's a cute Pokemon, and yeah. So let's move on to Dark. I don't know how to do a Dark impression. Alright guys, now we are at the Dark type, and as you can see, it's currently dark outside. As you can see, there's no sun. So I'm gonna have to continue this tomorrow, and hopefully if I finish this video by tomorrow, which is gonna be Wednesday, 12th of January, I'll probably post it on Wednesday. There's an 85% chance that I'll post this on 12th January, which is tomorrow. So anyway, my favorite dark type, I've narrowed it down to Incineroar and Skuntank. Now you might be thinking, well, it's gonna be Incineroar. Well, mister, how dare you, okay? How dare you insult this beautiful skunk? Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. It's Incineroar. Anyway, yeah, it's Incineroar. I just think Incineroar, when I first saw it, I just thought it was the perfect evolution. I love the Incineroar line. First, it was Litten, which is a cute cat Pokemon, and then it evolved into Torracat, which in my opinion is a great transition from like a little cat and then a little grown-up cat, and then it evolves into Incineroar, which I think is a bit unrealistic since its skin changed from orange to red, but that's just a small matter. But Incineroar itself is such a great Pokemon. I think its design looks amazing for a cat Pokemon. It's actually a very, very cool design, and I don't know why it got the dark type. I think that's kind of weird, but hey, am I the Pokemon designer? No, I'm not, so I can't decide. So yeah, and also its ability Blaze. I think many of you might know what Blaze is, but I'm just gonna explain it. Under my big mouth and big nose here, you would see that Blaze ups the power of fire moves in a pinch. If I'm not mistaken, in a pinch means that if you're low HP, your fire moves are increased, like the power is increased. Which those abilities like Overgrow and Blaze, I don't find useful because you're gonna die anyway. Why are you boosting my power when I'm gonna die, bro? I'm gonna die. Why are you increasing my power now? But anyway, enough enough attacking abilities. What I really don't like about Incineroar is the shiny. Ooh, I don't like the white at all. And I know, actually while I was working on the part that you saw before this, which is the rock type, I was actually, doing all the stuff for dark type for the pictures and everything. And I know that this thing, I hate it. One of the reasons because I use this app called Eraser to erase the backgrounds because I don't like the backgrounds being there. And since this thing is white, I have to manually erase everything from top to bottom. So that's one of the reasons I hate it. As you can see, I'm very mad because it took me about 5 minutes to do. And yeah, I don't like the shiny because I don't know. I just really don't like the white. I don't think white suits Incineroar at all. So that's the only reason why I do not like this Pokemon. I've used it in Pokemon Deluge quite a lot actually, and it's obviously it's a very strong Pokemon. But in my opinion, I think the design is what I love about this Pokemon. And yeah, and did you guys really think I was gonna choose Skuntank over Incineroar? I mean, compare Incineroar to Skuntank. I mean, I'm not hating on Skuntank, but in this video, I don't give a crap about Skuntank. Seriously, I don't give a crap. I don't think Skuntank is as good as the design of Incineroar. So yeah, I think this is the fifth one. I'm gonna have to continue tomorrow. So yeah. I think my last type for today, for this video, I think it is Fairy. I think it's Fairy. Alright guys, now we are at the Fairy type. Now, actually, this is not going to be the last type of this video because Mr. Buffoonhead over here forgot that I haven't done Ice and Normal in my previous video. So I'm going to include it in this one. I just went Buffoonhead mode because I did a lot of editing last night. And yes, it's a new day as you can see. And this video will most probably come out on Thursday. So anyway, my favorite Fairy type is going to have to be either Dedenne, as you can see right here, very cute, right? Versus Morgrem. Now this is a tough decision because one I've used for lulz. I want to see if you guys can guess which one I used for lulz and which one I haven't used yet. So I've never used, one of them I have never used. The other one I just used for LOLs. And obviously, since I've used this Pokemon, I'm obviously gonna choose Dedenne. I mean, look at it. It looks so cute. Look at it, little chubby cheeks. So obviously, I'm gonna be choosing Morgrem. I'm not gonna be choosing Dedenne. Although it's very cute, I think Morgrem has a much larger edge. First of all, its design. I don't have to say anything, do I? Look. It's beautiful, right? It's so beautiful. And I think it's the perfect bridge between Impidimp and Grimmsnarl. So it's like the perfect evolution. Because Grimmsnarl turns into some sort of I guess, he looks like a goblin the first time I saw him. And then Impidimp looks like this small little devil, and then it evolves into this thing. It's just perfect in my opinion. And its design, again, I can't say how many times I love this thing's design. Probably one of Galar's best design, because it's just beautiful with the hair and everything, and then the little teeth over there, and then it has a little bit of green. Perfection. And also the shiny is beautiful, very nice. It's up there with my favorite shinies such as Graplock and some others that I probably forgot, but let me give you a full view of it. Okay, so now that you saw that's one of the reasons why I like Morgrem, mostly because of its design and also its shiny, and also its abilities. I almost forgot about that. Its ability Prankster gives priority to a status move, so obviously you need a status move. But in my knowledge, I don't think Morgrem can learn a status move. I don't think so. Maybe he can learn by TM. If he can, I'll put a photo over here, and then maybe an arrow. So I don't think he can learn a status move, but maybe by TM. And he has another ability. I forgot what it was. I think that's his only ability. Yeah, I think that's his only ability. If I'm wrong, I'll put another description over here. Anyway, yeah, that's why I like Morgrem so much. Now let's move to the Ice type. Alright guys, now we are at the ice type, and now the ice type I've narrowed it down to Lapras versus Darmanitan Zen mode. Now this is gonna be very difficult because Lapras is one of my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Fire Red. I used to use that thing a lot. And Darmanitan Zen mode, I like it mostly because of its design. So I think I'm going to have to give it to the one, the only, the Fire and Ice type Darmanitan Zen mode. Now, I know maybe some people might be mad about this decision, but as you know, this is my opinion, okay? So you can't be mad at it. So Darmanitan Zen mode. Why do I like it so much? Because I like it so much because the design, I love it. I love the design, and the fact that this thing is a fire and ice type is very interesting to me. Like, I don't think I've seen any other Pokemon that has the fire and ice type. It's such an interesting type, and it also gives it kind of a neutral damage to fire. So if you send out a fire type against this thing, it will do neutral instead of super effective damage. And also, I think its ability is called Guerrilla Tactics. I think it increases the attack of the Pokemon, but you can only use the move that you selected first. I think that's what it is. Obviously I'll put some description here, but I think that's what it does. And it's such an interesting ability, and it just only came out in Gen 8. And I think it's so it's kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, Choice Specs does the same thing. Either Choice Specs or another item. I'll probably again put a picture or text telling you which is which. Anyway, I don't really like Darmanitan Zen because I have a bond with it, mostly because I love its design, and I've only used it about twice, so I haven't really made a bond with it. And its shiny form is simple, but I kind of like it. Like it not as in like, oh my god, this is amazing, oh my god. No, I like it in like okay, it's a decent shiny. The little his mouth is kind of like, I don't know what color that's, magenta maybe, and then the rest are the same except for his gloves are red. Simple, but I think it's effective. So yeah, let's move on to my final type for this video. I'll check again just in case there's one more type, but to my knowledge, at the time I'm recording this, let's move on to the normal type. Alright guys, now we are at the final type. I did already check, and it is normal. Now normal, I have narrowed it down to Teddiursa versus Snorlax. Now, as you can see, both of the Pokemon are very different. One's very cute, and one actually reflects on my life at one point when I used to sleep a lot. And I think I'm gonna have to give the spot for my favorite normal type to the one and only Snorlax. So I'm sorry, Teddiursa, I still do love you as a Pokemon, but I think Snorlax is my pick, because at first I used to think, what's wrong, like what's so good about this Pokemon? It's just a sleeping Pokemon. Then once I played Fire Red, and then you find that Snorlax that is sleeping at Vermilion City. If you keep heading to the right side, past Diglett Cave, past Route 4, I think, I'm not sure, and then you see a Snorlax there. And then there's one more at Celadon City if you kept going to the left. And then once I found out how to wake it up, and then I used it, it was actually a very strong Pokemon. I always thought Snorlax would be like a tank, to tank all the hits. But surprisingly, it's a very, very strong Pokemon with Body Slam, and like with moves like Body Slam, Snore, Rest. That's a very nice moveset already. But sadly, its shiny is very underwhelming. Like, it's just It's just a darker shade of blue. Well, I think it's a lighter shade of blue. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's basically underwhelming. I wish it was a bit different, but also his abilities are pretty good. He has one ability I think called immunity. The ability immunity prevents poisoning, if I'm not mistaken, and it's another ability called thick fat. Thick fat increases resistance of the fire type and ice move. So basically, you get more beefy if you get hit by a fire or ice move. So you won't really die to them. If I think that's what that means. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Let's move on to the part where I say my goodbyes. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you guys enjoyed it because this took a long time to edit. I'm not going to show you the editing because I thought in the last video when I showed you the editing, I think it was a bit unnecessary. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe, leave a like on this video, and just keep being awesome basically. Comment down below what your favorite Pokemon is, basically. And yeah, until my next video, I'm gonna post one more video this week because I love you guys. It's gonna be a reaction video. It's gonna be a reaction video. I think it's gonna be an MLBB reaction video. But until then, stay safe, keep being awesome, keep supporting me, and see you.